Okay, welcome back to Driveway Party. So now that the jet boat is running, but I'm waiting on parts, I might as well work on the C10 for a little bit. So I'm gonna pull this old instrument cluster out and we're gonna get the Dakota digital one in and possibly see if I can get it working. Alright, first step is to remove the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Phillips head screws. I just took the other 4 out. Here's the last one. And let's get this bezel out. Oh no, I thought I'd be able to do it with one hand. Okay, I'm gonna get the bezel out and I think I'm gonna sand it a little bit and paint it up. Alright, as it turns out, that is not just a bezel, that is the whole dang thing. Alright, once I disconnected the wires and the speedometer cable, this thing came right out. It's pretty crazy, the electronics that they used to use in the 60s. Look, it has that's a hard line that went to the oil pressure sensor. So they actually were running oil pressure right into the instrument cluster. So I have to take this apart now. From what the instructions were telling me, I have to remove all of these perimeter screws and transfer it over, but I'm going to paint this thing while I have it apart. Alright, so there's actually quite a few things I have to wire here. This is the Holley EFI module. We have this dimmer switch for the instrument cluster. This is the harness that connects to the Holley. And then this is the main control box. This has everything I need to put into it. So for now, I'm just going to do ground, power, and ignition and fire it up and just see if it works before I go and plug everything in permanently. I just want to make sure this all works. All right, several hours later, let's check it out. Oh, there's a glare. That's the scan. The engine's not warm, so there's no coolant temp. Battery reads, oil pressure will read, gasoline reads. So it turns out, while figuring out the scaling of this sensor, that this truck actually has a Ford sending unit in the fuel cell. Let me fire it up, I'll show you the tach. That's the tach. My oil pressure is working. I guess I'll install this thing and go for a ride. So, as I sit here editing this week's video, I realized I didn't even tell you guys the whole reason I was going out to Pennsylvania with the C10. It's because 2 weeks ago in the jet boat video, I pretty much burned up my Holley computer. So I was taking it out to Matt Happel, Sloppy Mechanics Dyno. I was meeting him there so he could try to reprogram it. I think I put the wrong software on there and bricked it. So I thought it was a good time to take the C10 out to Pennsylvania and test everything. And while I'm here, I just want to thank everybody for all the support the jet boat video has been getting. There's a bunch of new subscribers, so thank you. Appreciate it. I put a lot of time into this. So let's go on that drive now. Okay, time for a road trip to Pennsylvania and CornPop. Look who we found. Is that a Honda? Is that a Honda Civic?
Looks like one.
Alright, we made it. And nobody's here. I'm gonna just pull up right to the door. Very exciting. 46.9 miles. Alright, nobody's here, so we're going to the junkyard. Jay followed me in case I broke. Alright, we're leaving the junkyard. They didn't allow any cameras in there, so I'll show you what I got later. Alright, look what I found. I found some basically brand new coil packs. An alternator for the jet boat, And then this is a Vortec engine cover. I got a spare dipstick because I keep breaking dipstick tubes. A trans dipstick because on the C10 the end came off. And then this is an electric throttle pedal for switching over to drive-by-wire. Oh, and another steam port. It's good to have. So now we're just waiting for Matt to show up, and then we can continue on our journey. Alright, so Matt was in a rush, so I handed the computer off to him and we were on our way. So now we're going to the sheets to get some E85 out here, might as well. There we are. Oh, Jay beat us. I thought I was slick and took the next light. So pump 93 is 381 and E85 is 251. So we're gonna go with this. First time putting it directly in the fuel cell. Almost full. Alright, 6.5 gallons. I'll put in the bottom of the screen what my fuel economy was. It was a little over 60 miles. So that's about 10 miles per gallon if it was 65 miles. So fill up these containers and get going. Miles from the house, but the truck developed a misfire, so we're close. 94 miles so far. This guy was just giving me thumbs up. He was shooting off mortars. Alright, I'm taking the spark plugs out of the C10, and I've done the first 3 on the driver's side. Well, actually, I did the first 2 on the driver's side. This is the 3rd one, so far they both looked okay, but I'm running out of time, so I can either finish doing spark plugs, or, oh no, or edit this week's video, so, ugh. They all look super clean. These spark plugs have been in here for a long time. I'm just trying to find the cylinder that was misfiring. So anyway, long story short is I'm going to be done with this thing for now. So I can go inside and edit the video for this week. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I put a lot of time into this thing. Turbo C10 for those of you who are new to the channel. So yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe. See you next Thursday.